Okay. Stockpile cash or monarch points. Not running level 1 advisors feels wrong to me, but money might just be better. What's the goal of this madness? We're going to dig deep. National Unrest +2? Who cares? We don't have any Unrest. So there is a distinct advantage to keeping these 0 regiments armies. If I shift consolidate, I get to keep my force limit at 15, so we gain more professionalism from the drilling. And we also should increase the odds that he increases his skill, since it's based on the percentage of your force limit. If you drill force limit at 100%, you have a 10% yearly chance of increasing your skill and 1% yearly professionalism. You should dev push the institution. Once you embrace it, you have it forever. It's fair. That is a fair point. Once we get the Renaissance, we get construction cost, development cost. The issue is just that it seems like there is going to be a better location, like a stronghold deeper in that we want to get to. And if we end up developing an institution like way out here, think about how long it'll take for us to actually recolonize that province. I think maybe we stockpile monarch points till we're near the cap, and then we do it somewhere else. Hide Guzzler wants Konotiri. He'd give us 8.91 ducats. Wow. Wow. We could come out of the mountains. We could also go exploring, but it's dangerous with these. Next time I move into a non-colonized province, I want to see if we still have access to the murder natives button. Because the thing is that this native population is just strictly bad, right? The remaining natives will give the following benefits. Like, if you do settle this, they actually reduce your goods produced in the province. So you do need to murder them, don't you? You should, but it will cost around 200 mil. Ah. Gain to fire pip, sweet. Time to migrate. Alright, let's go to Dwarvarad 4. I like that you just like kind of increment the number. That is kind of convenient. We'll be able to migrate again in 1450... No. 1453? 1454? 6-1. What does is 2? Second month? Is that what that 2 is for? 4 years? It looks like it's 2 years. We're in 1452. It wants us to go to 1454. So 2 years and 4 months, I think. We found gems. We found some diamonds and rubies. Sweet. Prestige. These are actually kind of good. So the thing is, every individual province, if I'm not mistaken, the odds of it being gems is still going to be only 8% if we uncolonize this. But we found gems. Turret Gorge. Cavern of Interest. This cavern seems to have something interesting. It's got local goods produced 0.02, probably just to make it have the Cavern of Interest on the trade map mode. So, do we need to move there, or do we need to like adventure there in order to trigger an event maybe because of the Cavern of Interest? My guess is the mod maker made an event that fires if you have a province that has a Cavern of Interest province modifier. Something like that. Okay, so we should migrate there. 1, 2, it's gonna cost us a movement. So it's gonna cost us years, basically. How far in is the good stuff? Where's the good stuff? We want the good stuff. So the thing about developing the Renaissance as well is that the province itself needs to have feudalism before you can develop the Renaissance. So we'd have to stay put in one spot for a long time before we'd be able to do it. 2 provinces to the right is the good stuff. Sure about that? I thought someone said there was one that's got like 40. This is only like 20. Where's my 40 at? I want 40. Lost our valid rival. Never did embargo him. Admin tech, sure. It's not like we really get a lot of value out of the ahead of time bonus, but it is something for now. And I do think we want to get some ideas unlocked. Bum, ba-dum, bum. I wish I had enough troops that I could actually go conquest. Wait. It almost looked like it had a color to it. Rule has been challenged. Lose devotion. Oh no. We eclipsed him, so we actually have power projection above 50 for a little while. His attitude toward us is still rivalry, even though we're not rivals. Interesting. I mean, don't be a sore loser, dude. You used to, I mean, we're both dwarves. What do you want? Ally him for the mission? He needs to be a remnant. I don't know what a remnant is, but I don't think... Is he a remnant? I don't think he's considered remnant. I think remnant is like a race. Thought I saw somewhere in this... no, Ruinborn. Maybe they are considered a remnant. I don't know. Remnants are dwarves that start already in a hold. Okay, so he's an adventurer. Small tolerance decrease of goblins. No one is sure what happened, whether it be troubles with war, the economy, or just plain incompatibility, but one thing is for certain. Our tolerance for the goblin race has decreased. Well, I mean, we have been fighting them and stuff. Kind of makes some sense if you think about it. Beep Beck is making gems. Ooh, look at that fancy town icon. It's urban. This guy's rich. 38 development. Holy crap. Meanwhile, there's like a whole world out here doing things full of elves and gnolls and elves and goblins and orcs. And we're just digging in this tunnel. Neat. It's definitely an interesting mod. I'm interested. I'm hooked. It's cool. I feel like I'm playing adventurer mode in Dwarf Fortress, but it isn't garbage. You know what I mean? Migrate there? Well, I'm waiting on the cooldown. I can't do it yet. Look at our pile of crowns. Our ducats. We have tier 5. We have tier 5. How nice. Massive 1.8 army professionalism. This is an original fantasy world made by J Bean? Yeah. Exclamation Anbennar. I think speed 4 is fine. Gives me a chance to read chat. How much shmoney are we making? We're making 2.63. We're running a military advisor because being ahead of time on military tech is pretty good. We're not running admin or dip because I think we do want to have potentially like enough money to build all of the relevant buildings. Like we want to settle and then build a temple, build a workshop, build a, you know, castle for army tradition. We want to build all the stuff. Possibly even maybe Mage Tower. It'd be interesting. We'll be more effective on provinces with Dame Steer. Precursor relics, incense, porcelain. I like mages. Do you like mages? I like mages. At this point, I don't think I care about the prestige. We have no aggressive expansion. We're maintaining the thing, so it's fine. Now, here's something to maybe be worried about. If we were playing vanilla and we were a merchant republic and we had the faction system, if you go above 60, bad events happen. So we might want to spend some Diplo points to balance this. using the same logic. I just think in general it's probably going to work the same way. So I'm going to do that. Let's just spend a few points here to bring these guys below. I still want them in power because we want the force limit and the prestige from battles and morale of armies and stuff. We just don't want them to be above 60. Still too loud. Whoops. Oh, I switched song too. Can you look at the name of the unit upgrades that you get with progressive mill tech? Sure. Hey, it's time to migrate. So if we migrate directly into the turret gorge, we can do the thing now. I like it. Let's do that. Turret gorge it is. Boom. Look, there's like stuff there. We found the center of the node. We can actually collect from trade here now. Nice. And we can explore the Cavern of Interest. Interesting things seem to be hidden deep in this cavern. And it would be a good idea to start exploring it. Who knows what kind of reward we might find. Any province owned by us has the Cavern of Interest. We have to have at least 20 diplo power and 50 ducats. Alright, Turret Gorge gets exploring Cavern of Interest till the end of the game, giving the following effects. Nothing. Let's do it. I'm gonna go explore it. Take Miltech early. I'm actually not gonna take this. Because if another guy... I don't want to miss out on a valid rivalry from an adjacency. We have found hidden in the mountain store. Any province has a province modifier Cavern of Interest. Gain 50 diplo power. Like, offsets the cost for us. That's neat. This is Old Duken. The Old Duken consists of the traditional worshippers of the Orcish god Duken. While their great Dukan counterparts believe their god was wronged by and imprisoned by the Canorian, said us, the Dwarven Pantheons, and that their duty is free, Dukan, and defeat all blah blah words. Infested hold, local unrest plus 10, dev cost plus 200, local goods minus 6. It's infested by thousands of hostile creatures. Can be cleared out via decision. It's got an Emporium, Orcish population. Quite likely to produce copper. Iron gems. 1.4% chance of livestock. No local natives. So no penalty to goods produced. Okay. So 0 natives means that we can move our army there if we want. And we actually do have enough troops that maybe we can go explore this and reveal who this person is. We shouldn't, it's impossible for rebellion if there are no natives, I'm pretty sure. So we don't need morale yet, although morale recovery is kind of garbage in non-controlled land. So maybe we come back. Trade efficiency, it's fine. We don't make any money. Okay, we're losing innovativeness. I don't care. Iron and mithril are the best trade goods. We have iron. Why do you say iron is the best? I mean, it's not as valuable as gems. It's not as it's the same value as copper. Can we get some maps from anyone, maybe? Does anyone know the map? Can someone just like tell us about what's in this cave? Be great. Mithril's the best with 8? Okay. I assume that there's this the standard vanilla events that like increase copper and iron and stuff at some point. So in 3 years we can move directly here, or we do make over 2 ducats a month. We could colonize it. But if we colonize it, we can't migrate anymore. If we're going to colonize, if we're going to migrate to it, that actually makes me feel like maybe we should dev push here or something. Like I could migrate here, then migrate here, develop this, then we migrate back, then we colonize the one that we developed. A beautiful cavern. Those eyes, those damned eyes, like torches in the dark, like blood splattered on silver. The last survivor of our expedition may never forget them and be haunted by their memory and by whispers in the dark until the day she dies. But we have more important matters closer to hand like avenging every miner who fell to this goblin ambush. It is removed, and we get a rebellion. So I spent money and Diplo points to trigger a horrible, bad rebellion. Ah, cool. On the plus side, we're the defender in really good terrain for us, so it's not that bad, but we did just lose 2,000 manpower. And we lost the stats and crap that I'd put into it. Cavern of Interest sucked. You can get really good permanent bonuses if you roll well from those. Okay, so I'm just bad, apparently. Invest in mill tech, gain innovativeness. Again, I'm worried about taking the tech, blocking me from having a valid rivalry. I want to try to, like, my next war deck, I want to be against the rivals so that I can get above 50 power projection. No rebellion, no rebellion, no rebellion. 50% chance, no rebellion. I need the manpower, thank you. Let's go see who this is. I've discovered you. You are Siegebreaker. The Siegebreaker clan. Dorado warband. They are not adventurers. Great Dukin. Are these? This is one of the things. This is an ally in the dark. They're a remnant. Are they not a remnant? 34k manpower, 6k troops. They're not your friends. Black Orcs. But they're a Dwarvar warband. Doesn't that make them dwarves? Is Dwarvar a region? Is that the name of the mountain? Not our race? For some reason, I assumed Dwarvar, dwarf, same word, you know? Alright, so we found some orcs, got it. They don't like us, likely. Negative 110 opinion because of monstrous. Well, let's pop that other little bit of fog if we can. So, Purge warbands own less than 3 cities. So you can only purge 1 province at a time. If you conquer 2, you're not able to purge it. So it's a multiple war thing. He's colonizing.